Okay, everybody, it's Saturday. How are you? It's a gorgeous day outside, and everybody's lawns are coming together so great. And I just thought a lot of people talk about patio time and wanting to enjoy outside and things coming into bloom. But one of the things that drives me crazy is the weeds, right? I'm gonna show you. We have pavers out there. So what happens is the grass and the weeds all come up kind of in the lines where they come together, if I'm saying that right. And so I have to stay so active. And I used to sit there on my hands and knees and trying to pull them out. I refuse to use Roundup or anything like that. So I think it was last year, Jake and I really started doing this. But we got this. It's cheap. I think it was like 13 bucks. It was at Home Depot. And it's non-automated. So you have to know that you have to be okay with that. And this just kind of screws out, right? And I'll put my stuff in there. And I got a wand. I'll show you how it works. It's not the biggest, like, it's not this big science thing, right? It's just kind of this container, and it's hand done, and you pump it. But I put my mixture in it, so let's talk about that. So I did a lot of research, and one of the things I heard was that you could put on something, but then it washes off, and it's like, oh man, what happened? Like, that was a waste. So the mixture that I learned about was vinegar, right? Just regular household vinegar at Aldi's. This is like $2.19. I use Castile soap, but you can use any dish soap. And the reason that you put those two together is that when you spray the vinegar on with the soap, it doesn't make animals sick. It doesn't make your dog sick. But what it does is it actually helps it stick, right? If it was just vinegar, if it rained or something got on it, it would wash right off. And the soap is kind of like a sticking agent, and it helps the vinegar kill off the weed better and more effectively because it's there longer, right? But straight vinegar, I'm just going to eat a peanut butter pretzel. I find I don't need straight vinegar, and I'll show you what my weeds look like outside. I don't need it that strong. But in the back where I go, I do need a little stronger so you can judge. But what I do is, right, so I take this, it's about half full. So I'm just going to put it in here. I think did I get a little on my thumb? And you can see it only kind of fills it halfway. You don't need a lot of soap. I don't even measure this, guys. Just kind of a nice squirt. And you can kind of see in there. It looks like it's almost starting to curdle, but that is the two of them mixing together. And then I take water. It's not really diluting it to the extent that it's not going to work. There's a little, right? And so you can see everything in there. Now, we in the beginning of the spring can have ants outside. So there are essential oils. I look terrible. I've been outside all day. There are essential oils that you could put in that will fend different types of critters off. If it's mosquitoes, if it's ants, if it's bees. You have your rosemary, you have your peppermint. Everyone knows about peppermint with ants and spiders and things like that. But the rosemary is great. Anything for the thieves works really good. Sometimes I'll just throw in some Thieves Household Cleaner. If some of you guys do or do not know about that, Thieves Household Cleaner, I'm going to talk about in another pop-up class today. But it's a blend of 5 essential oils. You got your lemon, eucalyptus, clove, cinnamon, and rosemary. Bugs don't like any of those. Together, they're very aseptic. They're a great cleaner. We'll talk about that later. But those aromas, the bugs don't like. I don't have that problem right now, so I'm just going straight at it. But, you know, peppermint for the spiders and the ants, and rosemary, stuff like that. So we'll talk about more about that if you want to. So not the purpose of this video. So I just take this. This is kind of the thing that plunges on. You put it on. And this kind of like turns, and this is the pumper. Right, so really, because this is manual, what you do is you're just kind of like putting air in there, and that's creating the pressure so that when you're ready to squirt, it goes ahead and it pushes it out, the spray that you're using. So I'm going to use my other one so I don't get my hand wet. Hang on, I don't know if I have it on tight enough. There we go. And as you're pumping it up and down, you'll feel like it's kind of getting a little bit more difficult. And that's because the pressure's building up. And you just lock it in. So vinegar, soap, and water. That's all it is. And so we're going to go outside. And I'll kind of show you. So I'm going to show you what I did last night. All right. So this was all last night. Let me see. So if you could see all of this, I sprayed all of that last night, probably around 8:30. And so what I do is I'll just keep coming out here all year and doing it. This is the first time for a lot of stuff, but I wanted you to see. This is, see these over here? I did these. These are thicker. See how they're still a little green? So I'll give them another whack today. But what I wanted to show you was I have this little tool that we have. I think Jacob brought it back out here. Oh, there it is. It's something that if you've ever had to get like a dandelion root out, you use this. The fork kind of goes in and it pulls it out. It's at the root, and this rounded part kind of is the support to pop it out. But the reason that I wanted to show you this is, well, like here. So like sometimes if you get moss, you just take this and that's how you clean the moss out. And if you've sprayed it, see all of this? If you sprayed it and they're dead, right? All that comes out and you don't have all that stuff on your patio. And then if it's this, because they're dead, I killed them yesterday, you don't have to do what I do and sit on my hands and knees, and you just clean it up, right? For all these things, they just rip right out because they're dead. So it's such a quick process. So come back to oh my gosh, was I showing the wrong? I was showing it the wrong way here. How much of a doofus is that? So here, I'll show you this. See? I'm just like pulling it right out. These are all dead. And they just come right out. When I was doing the moss, I'll show you the moss here. This tool pulls it right out. No chemicals. But so I'll show you the sprayer. Oh my gosh, I'm such a doofus. So what we did is we got that all pumped up, right? I'm gonna go over to where, like, they didn't die here. So see, we have this. I pump this up, so I really can't do it too much. I have it locked in. It's just this cheap little thing here. And I just spray it. I can get all the way back there, get those. And again, the soap is what makes it stick. And everything dies. And it doesn't bother Tattoo. I don't have to worry about hurting him. Right? And I just go around and do this. And then what'll happen is when I do my mulch, everything will be dead off. And sometimes, like, I'll do this, I'll do right at the root. But because of the way the soap works, it's sticking to it. And this all happened, guys, it's been less than 24 hours. And these are all, I would say it's maybe been 18 hours. These are all dead. I'm just going to put this on the table. So when the pressure starts to wear off, you just kind of give this a pop. Right? And then I'll carry it. I'll get this one, right? Because it was a little thick, so I'll just do it at its base. Right? That's it. So I wanted to kind of show you. See all these little spots that I do? See how this kind of is starting? And it just stops it in its tracks, you guys. It's like fantastic. Now, if I got it on my hostas, I would have to get an awful lot. But when you're doing these little weeds, it takes care of them right straight away. It doesn't smell bad. You don't end up smelling like vinegar or anything like that. It's fine. Oops. This is all. Do you guys have it? These hyacinth and this onion grass. It's just terrible. It grows and it's supposed to be so pretty. And I love this area, but I just hate that stuff. It comes back every year. Those are the big ones I can pull out. So that's it. So I just wanted to show you that as an option for you to certainly not use chemicals. Make it super affordable. As a single mom, I got to think about that, what's affordable. But I love my backyard. So kind of, here's our patio. There's my favorite sitting area, our table, our heating thing. And it comes around, it's kind of our little sanctuary, and it goes out. There's our pool. That's my new, I just got my cherry tomato hanging plant, and then we have another little patio over there. So this is where I like to spend my summers. So we are over 10 minutes, but click down below, and I have some things on if you had any questions about the essential oils and things like that. But I hope you have a fantastic Saturday. Bye.